Hey everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to a Vintage Vanity. I am super excited for today's video because, well, you guys are here and can you believe it? We're doing a hair tutorial. Yeah, I know. It has been a long time since I've done one of these, but you guys kept asking for a hair tutorial on the look I wore in last week's video, which I will link on the screen. Which side of it, I don't know, but it will be there when I did the unique vintage unboxing. And then I was like, but it's such a simple, everybody needs a really simple hairstyle. So I'm going to show you guys how I did this style. And the craziest thing about this is I couldn't have picked the worst time to do a hair tutorial. My hairspray, empty. My hair pomade, pretty much empty. But yeah, keep watching to find out how easy this look is. This style is going to be easiest to do on hair that is, as you can probably tell, not freshly washed. In fact, this is the very end of my curl set. And yeah, it's getting a little weird around these parts. But I don't know about you guys, but the longer I go from hair washing, the drier and crazier the ends of my hair get. So what I like to do before starting anything is taking a little bit of, not a little bit, put it back in the bottle. A little bit of argan oil or Moroccan oil onto your hands and simply run it through the ends of the hair. You don't want to touch the scalp because that's where all the oils are getting released. Doesn't that do a great job? Just tames it completely down. And I almost look like a normal person now. Almost. Then taking our favorite hairbrush, this is the 7 bristle Denman brush, and I will leave a link in the description to the products that I mentioned. And we're just gonna brush our hair into a ponytail. And we're gonna do this as a high ponytail, not like fountain off the top of your head, just behind that. There you go. And you just want to make sure the hair looks all nice and smooth at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Lady Luck hair pomade, warm it up in my hands, and just run it along the hairline to help tame down any of those baby hairs. You want to make sure you Joan Crawford. The other thing I do for pesky little hairs is I will take a little bit of hairspray lightly across the top. And before it has a chance to dry, I just run my teasing brush along. Then we're going to take that ponytail and tease the heck out of it. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tease all this hair except for this little bit on the back. I typically don't separate it. I just kind of, once I get to a certain point, I know. Because to get a really good tease, you want to take a small amount of hair, and we're just going to tease down the entire strand because we're looking for volume, not for height. When you want height, you're going to tease right at the very base, but because we want a lot of volume, I'm going to go almost to the end and just straight down. And you want to make sure you're not seesawing across the hair because that will actually damage the hair. This is why it's better done on hair that's not freshly washed, because freshly washed hair is so silky smooth that a lot of times it won't tease up this quickly and easily. Now, if your hair is freshly washed, you can still do it. I would put maybe a texturizing spray or even dry shampoo will give the hair a little bit more texture so it's not as silky smooth. I am also realizing this is the second video in a row I have worn black and white stripes. I guess I'm just feeling my jailhouse rock lately. Now I'm going to take a little bit of hairspray and give it a spritz. This time though, we're going to wait for it to dry before doing anything else. Let's sit down and have a serious conversation because this is my serious conversation look. But seriously though, this is one of the reasons why I love teasing brushes so much, not just because of the teasing, but because of the most important step to me really is the smoothing, because you want the outside of the hair to look nice and smooth so that nobody knows the craziness that is within the hair. And you don't necessarily need a teasing brush, you just want more of soft bristles, because these sturdier bristles like on the Denman are meant to really go through the hair, and these the softer ones will easily go over the top. Not to say you can't do it without it. I'm a big proponent for working with what you have. And basically, I'm just going to start just on this back side, smoothing out the hair. And then what I like to do as well is I like to kind of fan it out, because it's not going to sit like this on the top of the head. It's going to be going like this. So you want to make sure that you're kind of covering all your angles. All right, so we're pretty smooth. So it looks pretty smooth on the outside, right? But when I flip it up, we still have all that teasing on there. So now I'm going to kind of form it into a lump, technical term, lump your hair together. And then I'm going to take the ends, brush through them a little bit, and then we're simply going to roll those ends around our finger and bring them to the head like that. And right where our fingers are is where you want to place in your bobby pin. Place it right where your fingers are. I'm going to do one from one side. I'm going to do one from the other side, and you want to cross the bobby pins, because that is going to actually make sure that they don't go anywhere, and then you can hold that base with just 2 bobby pins. I know it's been a while since I've said it, because it's been a hot minute since I've done a hair tutorial, so you know, I gotta give you guys what you want. We're going to start spreading out the hair. But see, you can see when you start to do that, you can kind of see a little bit of the back combing, which is no bueno. So again, just take your teasing brush and brush along the outside of it. And then I'm going to take a little bit of hairspray, spritz it. I'm running out. While it's wet, smooth it. I also like to take, I still have, this is an obsolete brand, but it is a shine spray. And I like it because it gives a little shine to the hair. So it's just a little bit, I think it's a little bit of oil in it. I don't know. It's a can of magic. All right. So now that our poof is looking the way we like, we're going to anchor it down. So I'm just going to take a bobby pin, and I go in the back here. Give the head a shake anywhere that feels slightly loose. Maybe right here. Now I'm simply going to take my bandana, place it around the base of my head, nice and snug, and pull it right up along the top. I like mine to be a little off center, and I want that to sit right in front of the poof. Now I just tie it one time, and then make sure it looks good in the back and feels good in the back. Then, because stuff falls off my head all the time, this is how I keep bandanas on my head. Right here on the side, I place in a bobby pin. And if you're really worried about it slipping, you can cross those bobby pins again to keep it nice and sturdy. And then once it's secure, I just tie it one more time. I think we've achieved poof perfection. So that is it. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's hair tutorial. As always, be sure to let me know in the comment section below what you thought of today's video, and as well what your favorite lazy day hairstyle is. And of course, before I let you go, a huge subscriber shout out to Bex Bollinger. Thank you so much for watching, commenting, liking, and just generally being a part of our cozy little online community. Now, if you want more of this face, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel by clicking on said face. If you'd like to shop my clothing line, go ahead and click on that boomerang you see right there. If you want to watch even more videos, go ahead and click the video you see right there. And be sure to follow me on all the social media as a Vintage Vanity. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.